What I really love about Washington County is it's a very welcoming community, not only for people who live here, but for visitors and for newly relocated people.
What am I most proud of when it comes to Washington County? I would have to say that it's a community steeped in tradition.
During COVID, when things were difficult, it wasn't because our neighbors, the local farmers, everybody kind of came together and helped each other, and we really felt a very strong sense of community.
Washington County is all of those things, and we love it up here.
You know, Washington County's home. I think it's something that gets overlooked. People drive through it, but they don't necessarily stop as a destination, and I think it certainly could be that.
When it comes to shopping and when it comes to tourism, there are things here that the county is bringing as well when it comes to the outlets and when it comes to tourism and just looking at that general growth of the economy. I want my friends and family from other states to come visit here because you'll find that it's one of the most beautiful areas to live.
Stoney Creek Farm is a thing that we don't have here. It's a completely new and innovative idea that would be an anchor for this community overall.
I'm really excited with Stoney Creek with their new vision of agritourism. Number one, it's going to help commerce, it's going to have jobs, it's going to have people working here, and it's going to bring quality of life. So not only do we need jobs, we need commerce, we need somewhere folks can come visit Washington County, see all the beautiful things we have, see the beautiful facilities at Stoney Creek, and then they spend some money here, and then they go home and they tell their friends about it.
The Stoney Creek Farm agritourism is a win-win. This is the project that really needs to happen to support the tourist needs that we have here. I'm really excited about it.
Stoney Creek Farm is going to bring more to our county than anybody can realize.
Tourism is so important so people can see that, Western Maryland and Washington County specifically has so much to offer. So much to offer in the way of getting away from the hustle and bustle of the city life. And not even that, the people up here are so welcoming.
Agritourism is this new concept that provides or combines a nice country feel with tourism, but in a way that's peaceful. And so you think of business, you think hustle and bustle. Agritourism combines the business aspects, so you have commerce, but you also have a nice relaxing environment. You get people visit, people get to relax. And the way Stoney Creek is set up, it is quiet, it is peaceful, so that you can enjoy nature, you can put the city noise behind you, and also it's peaceful for the neighbors. The agritourism, the way it's being planned for Stoney Creek, quiets all the noise. It actually needs to be peaceful for the folks visiting there.
To me, Stoney Creek Farm is an experience. It's taking a step back in time. It's enjoying nature. It's farm-to-table food. It's the beautiful mountains and forests of Washington County, Maryland, and its history that we need to preserve and also allow future generations to enjoy.
Stoney Creek brings a return to the past, and that's what I like about it.
There's a lot of areas in Washington County that are historic, that unless they have the care and the dedicated hand, may go away.
Every time I visit the property of Stoney Creek, I feel relaxed. Pictures don't do it justice. The website is beautiful, the pictures are beautiful, but until you visit Stoney Creek, until you see the rolling hills, until you see the surrounding farms, until you see the peaceful nature of it, it doesn't do it justice. So if you haven't visited Stoney Creek, go to their website, see the beautiful pictures, but visit Stoney Creek, see for yourself, immerse yourself in the relaxing atmosphere that's being created there.
We're standing on what used to be the parking lot for the events for the Stoney Creek Farm. That's going away. Going in its place will be a small boutique spa. Gone is the traffic, gone is the noise. The ability to stand here and overlook the scenery in a spa setting with a brand new orchard being planted behind us, focusing on that small agritourism concept, pulling into this valley, this bowl, if you will, of trees and earth around you, where you really get to disconnect from the hustle and bustle of the world around you. It's quiet, you can enjoy nature, take those walks that you could just clear your head. But that also means that the neighbors in the area, they're not going to hear us. They're not going to hear the visitors.
Focusing on the preservation and focusing on the land. And then when Brandon comes along and wants to put that back into the county and bring small businesses so people can come out and see what is really out there. There's a couple farms that I know that are having these huge industrial parks that are growing, and it takes away a lot of the nature.
The way Stoney Creek is being created now, the noise, the hustle and bustle is going away. There's no more events, there's no more DJs, The intent is to have a quiet environment for the folks visiting there, and actually the noises go away and nature is embraced.
The traffic will be less because they're not using it as a venue any longer. So the concerns for that should not be a concern, in my opinion.
After looking at the plans, I wasn't really excited about it at first, because there's rumors out there and there's some whispering. But when you take the time to actually look at the plans, take the time to actually talk to the owner, and then walk the grounds, you can't help but get excited. I think it brings a focus on our community, a focus on our people. And that's what Washington County is. It's community, it's people.
The beautiful thing about the Stoney Creek project is farms and farms can partner and help one another, and that's really important. All small businesses do that. And here, in a farm perspective, we have to run a farm like a business too.
We will be able to provide good, healthy meats and produce to the facility for their guests, that people will begin to understand the farmers that we have here.
I feel that it would really benefit for the local farmers. Especially, I feel it's very important that people can come out and see how the farming is working for everybody. Just with the meats and the milk and the chickens and all that kind of stuff, and people can see where all this comes from.
It's going to bring a lot of attention to the farmers and what we do, and I think that that's an important factor, and they're really highlighting that. And it's really nice to have what's going to be such a beautiful site for people to spend and get to learn about what we have to offer in Washington County, from the farms to the vineyards to all the wonderful products that are available here.
I think Brandon is doing fantastic for Washington County. That is very important. That's going to help a lot of farmers and local businesses.
Working with Brandon, he is a welcoming person. He listens. He's really sincere about what he wants to do with Stoney Creek. He's going to have a beautiful facility at Stoney Creek. And frankly, he's investing way more than he has to make it a beautiful place for Washington County, not only for people who live here, but for people who visit here. Brandon is working on Stoney Creek as a legacy. He is a relatively young man. However, we're all not going to be on this earth forever. So he's looking at what the future holds, not only for him, but for his legacy. So Stoney Creek, the way it's being developed, will be around for generations to come, a natural habitat where folks can visit, they can be out in nature. And so the fact that Brandon is planning for the future speaks well to what Stoney Creek's going to hold for generations to come.
Stoney Creek Farm is the future of Washington County. If you think of the traditions and the history of this area, right? Stoney Creek Farm is firmly rooted in that. But the ability to take that concept, that thought, this property, and future-proof it to something that is usable for the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years down the road, that is bringing value to the county, bringing value to the community, bringing people from all over the world, all over the country to come see this beautiful county, maybe spend a little bit of money. I think it's very important. So I'll say it again, Stoney Creek Farm is very important to the future of this county.
I'm very excited about Stoney Creek Farm, preserving history and then building a legacy for future generations to be able to come to Washington County and enjoy the history of that beautiful farm, as well as making their own memories and continuing for generations to come.